Welcome in, my fabulous Scorpios. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching my video. A special warm welcome to newcomers, and of course for you regulars, I am ever so grateful. Thank you for being here. I guess you saw the title. We're going to do reading here on Scorpio and your person. So I've begun shuffling and I'm getting cards out for you, how you feel about this relationship, Scorpio. And then I'll pull cards on how your person feels about the relationship. So let's see what's going to come out. Just need 2 more cards here. And I hope everybody's doing well. School started back. We're all back into a routine. I just came back off of vacation, which was lovely. Was very lovely. I've got my camera turned around. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to look over here or over here. So that's why I look a little weird. That's why. All right. Well, that was quick. Interesting. Just looking at what's at the bottom of the deck here. Okay. Scorpio, you're trying hard to walk away from this relationship. Oh my goodness. I got endings all over this. So if this is not your story, then please check back on another video. My videos are timeless. So this just might not be your reading. That could be the case. You are trying to manifest walking away so that you can heal. Why? Why, you ask? Because this is a very heavy burden. And you have been betrayed time after time after time in some way or another in this relationship. You may be thinking, I don't know that you're doing it, but you either have communicated that to your person or you would like to, or this can just be, I'm taking action now. I'm done talking about this. I'm done, lamenting what a heavy burden this has been for me, and I'm just going to take action now. That is a strong card of communication for me. Wow. Well, Scorpio, I think you're saying here, I wanted commitment. I want something traditional. I want someone who will commit to me, who will, stay between the navigational beacons, as Jimmy Buffett says. I want somebody who will be a good communicator, who will tell the truth, and step up and always do the right thing. That's a big message I'm getting here, and because it comes right underneath this betrayal card. And this is also a card of endings for me. You are telling me this is all happening because I want justice. Or maybe you're also saying I'm giving somebody a little bit of karma here too by ending this. Looking at these cards, for some of you that could be the case. That could be the case. At the bottom of a deck here, you have been assessing. This could be happening because now again, my readings are timeless, but we did just have a full moon eclipse. And that usually means some kind of an ending or closure to something. So even if you're not in touch with this person, which would lead me to believe you're not because of this 4 of Swords, then this maybe just giving yourself closure, finally saying, I've had enough, that's enough, I'm walking away, I don't care if this person comes in and explains anything to me, I need to give myself closure. Because you've been looking at what is the best thing for you to invest in for the long term, for you. For you. And whoever this person was, I think you saw them, and frankly, I think you're still very attracted to this person. You find them very attractive. But you're saying, but never mind that, because it just was a failure. It was a failure and there was no stability here. Could be that this also affected your money, their money, both in some form or fashion. There could have been, let me see what's under this. Yeah. You've really struggled, Scorpio. Now, I think what you wanted was somebody to come and tell you, communicate to you where this all stood. Because I've got somebody who's saying, we haven't learned the lesson. I think you, again, put the shoe where it fits, but somebody here did not learn their lesson or did not come forward with the offer that you wanted. Again, back to this Hierophant card. Even though, I mean, but no, this isn't an even though. This is, for a few of you, this could be a twin flame connection. Definitely a soulmate, very possibly a twin flame for some of you. And so this has been 10 times harder because a twin flame is almost impossible to walk away from. I'm not saying you can't do it. Of course you can. And if they've treated you badly, then you should. But energetically, you feel connected to them if this is for you. But they just, and while you wanted, I feel like were willing to collaborate with this person, they were not. They weren't coming your way. They weren't awakened, or if you've broken up, you were hoping for reconciliation and it just didn't happen. Or it didn't happen in the way that you needed it to happen, Scorpio, for it to be healthy for you. So that's how you are seeing the relationship from your perspective. Now, let's see how your person is seeing this relationship. Goodness, well, that's surprising. I'll show you the cards. Wow. How does Scorpio's person see the relationship? Please and thank you. Also, guys, just to make you aware, I have set up a special rate for private readings for my YouTube viewers. So there'll be a link in the description box where you can go and click on that and take advantage of that. And then I also go live here on YouTube, usually once or twice a week. And there's also a special mini reading price for those lives if that interests you. Very reasonable. Wow. Okay, this deck is a little slower to talk, so bear with me here as I get these cards out for your person. Very interesting. Now, I have to, because I also am a big proponent of law of attraction. Remember that none of this is written in stone. This is just a snapshot of how you and how your person is viewing the relationship now. It doesn't make it. I'm not telling the future here. I'm not predicting an outcome right now. I might ask that. I don't know. But because you have free will and the power to create, you can change this situation. And so I'm going to ask you to do your own homework about that and how to do that. Just looking at the bottom of the deck now. Well, okay. The first card that came out stunned me, to be honest, because you feeling like this, they're saying, but there's love here, but I love you, Scorpio, or I did love you, or I cared enough about you that I could see us having this life together at some point. Now, this is the same card, so your person is telling me, I recognize you also as my twin flame. That, I don't know if that's ever happened in a reading that's come out on both sides, but they are saying, I love you and I know that you're my twin. I know that you are, but guess what? It's also a very heavy burden for me. You both have the Ten of Wands. And to be honest, the Ten of Wands resets to the Ace. It's at the end of the journey. It's saying, I simply can't carry this burden anymore. I just can't. It's too heavy for me. They're acknowledging that they could have had this very unpredictable in and out behavior that was a bit reckless. They are acknowledging that they have pulled away. Now, I will give them credit. The Hermit goes into the cave to get insight. Well, this is a different deck, but most decks, it's a lantern he's holding. He's got a flashlight in this picture. But it means getting inspiration from the divine. Your person is also saying they are recognizing that they're not healed. So I'll give your person credit for acknowledging that. Now, here's the interesting part. They are saying they're thinking about collaboration with you. This is coming together, collaboration, forming some kind of a, like a contract or a union, but it's not like collaboration. Let's leave it at that. But I think they know if they come forward and communicate with you, they're going to hit a wall. They're going to have a very rough time communicating with you, even though they may have lied and cheated to you. They may be coming in saying, I want to make amends for that. I want to make amends. So your person is acknowledging this, and they're saying, I want to move on to calmer waters here. You knew there was a but. You can hear it in my voice. They may have been spying on you. That can be anything from rereading old texts and looking at your pictures to looking at your social media. They know they disappointed you, and they're rethinking that. They might come in and say, I really want to work on this, Scorpio. I know that's what you want. They're saying, I know that's what Scorpio wants. And I might just come riding in on my white horse and tell them that. But be wary. Beware, Scorpio. The Magician in reverse. This is somebody who manipulates. I just think that would be manipulation. I don't like that fell right after that. I want to put in the work. This is the apprentice getting better at their craft. But then, now I'll give one other scenario for some of you. This could be saying, your person could be saying, I know I need to make amends. This would be very hard for me if I tried to come in and communicate with you because of what's happened over here in this ending. And while I'm thinking about putting in work, excuse me, I don't feel that I have the resources. That can mean emotional resources. That can mean financial resources. It can mean any of those things. And therefore, I'm walking away. Now, you both have the Eight of Cups in the upright, and this is somebody who's choosing to walk away. Oh, I'm very sad. I'm very sad. It's what it is, right? Is what it is. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, because I think they're acknowledging they are this King of Wands in reverse. Or at least it, or if they're not, then they're saying you think they are this King of Wands in reverse. He's very self-serving. He's very selfish. He's very, it's all about him. All about him and his needs. That would be the narcissist card for me. And he knows, he or she, your person knows that you want a commitment. And now I think your person may be in another relationship. I didn't have any cards to indicate that, but I have a King of Wands in reverse, the Hierophant, followed by the Queen of Wands in reverse. That's a couple, y'all, all day long. But I can tell you this. If this is the case, and you would already know if your person's in another relationship, this is not a newsflash. If your person has been in another relationship, they don't see it as a long term. They do not see it as long term, because I've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Empress in reverse. There's no expansion. There's no creativity. There's no nurturing there. Yeah, it's turning cold, I might add, because they're getting ready to make it. Well, they could be saying they're, yeah, I don't want this to be about them. This could be you, Scorpio, saying they know you are this Queen of Swords and they're facing this failure. Or it could be their relationship, but I'm not doing a reading about them right now, their relationship. Now, where are we? 16 minutes. Let me get this deck. Now, remember, this is only one potential out of a bajillion. You can change this, but I do want to ask, this looks like it's ending and you're both walking away, but what is the potential future here for this relationship? Is there any hope here, or is it done? What is the potential future here for this relationship? Okay, thank you. Yes, that's what I thought. My goodness. My goodness, yeah. Well, this is common energy between you. You're both feeling out in the cold here, and that's how I think you're both feeling. I don't see that card over here for you, Scorpio, but I feel it, and maybe you're past that. Maybe your person's sitting in it where you're a little bit past that. And now the Ace of Cups is in the reverse. This is a missed opportunity. The cup has been spilled. The love, the emotion has been poured out now. And this is a breakup. This is my Two of Cups in reverse. This says it's a breakup. And I have to acknowledge this could be because your person is in a collaboration with somebody else. That's Three of Pentacles. And, of course, as far as you're concerned, that's very unhappy news. And it breaks your heart. It's very simple. Well, I think for both of you, I don't know. I said common energy. What's the potential here? The potential is this is not looking good. It looks like you're both moving on to calmer waters in your own lives. Yeah. Four of Wands in reverse. Again, you can't make this up from a third deck. Four of Wands in reverse. Again, that's the Soulmate card, but in the reverse, it means disharmony in the home or a relationship, because it's just such a heavy burden. Ten of Wands. The cards are repeating now. That's the third time this Ten of Wands came out in the upright, because somebody had sneaky behavior, sneaky, lying, cheating, whatever that might look like to you. It was deception that caused a tower. Yeah. Somebody, but I will tell you this, somebody here made a choice. I feel like it was your person. And it wasn't a good choice. They are saying there wasn't a good choice. The choice was, the bad choice was that they did not move. They did not come toward the Queen of Cups, you Scorpio, and make an offer. They did not offer you anything. Yeah. So you're moving on. You've lost curiosity. You've lost desire to explore anything with this person, and you're moving on. You're telling me there's no more passion here, even though it's very sad. Oh, Scorpio, that's a downer reading if I ever had one. But, you know, again, this is eclipse season. We're eclipsing things out of our lives so that we can eclipse new and better things into our lives. Let's try to look at the positive side of this. So this is where you are. Then you're making room for something better to come your way, Scorpio. And I think I will do a reading this weekend for you, a who or what's coming toward you reading. So that might shed some light. We might have somebody new coming toward you, Scorpio. That's, you know, I always say one of the great affirmations to use for people is this or something better. This or something better. So guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm wishing you happy trails here because it looks like you're walking on, Scorpio. Something better. Let's hope. Let's hope. And we'll check that out this weekend. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And I wish you many blessings. Take care.